just landed in the island of Busuanga, Philippines.
They say you don't just visit the Philippines, you let it consume you. We've chased the horizon for thousands of miles, crossing oceans and time zones in a search for the world's most turquoise blue waters. Welcome to the crown jewel of Busuanga. Welcome to Coron.
Welcome to Funny Lion!
Our Coron adventure kicked off at the stunning Funny Lion, a boutique haven where the beauty of the facility is only matched by the incredible warmth of the staff. We fell completely in love with the vibe, especially the world-class food that kept us fueled for every island expedition. But the real highlight, coming home from the tropical heat to dive into their delicious swimming pools, the absolute ultimate way to cool down in paradise. But travel isn't always smooth and filled with sunshine. The island's energy shifted. Whispers of Typhoon Tino began to swirl, and the clear blue skies we traveled so far to see were suddenly replaced by an ominous heavy gray.
Mama, look at the clouds.
Yeah, I see boats being tied to the piling. I don't know. Look at that guy over there. There's people on that boat sitting right there. I don't know what happened to these boats.
The town is quiet. We saw the fire truck move through. The boats are in. The typhoon is expected near Coron by 2 p.m. With Typhoon Tino bearing down on Coron, the island had a strange, almost eerie stillness. Most locals were already hunkered down, preparing for the worst. But for us, with not much else to do, we did what we do every day. We took a walk. The hotel is built in one of the safest spots in Coron, right on the edge of a mangrove. It was a stark reminder of how important these ecosystems are. While many of Coron's mangroves have been cut down, this pocket stood as a natural fortress against the wind and tide. Yet, even with the storm looming, life found a way. Kids out of school and seemingly fearless took over the empty streets for a game of basketball. Goats and chickens roamed freely, sensing the change in the air, but carrying on with their day. It was a humbling reminder that even as a massive storm approached, the heart of this community and the simple joys of everyday life continued to beat on, waiting for whatever Typhoon Tino would bring. We were some of the lucky ones. While Typhoon Tino left its mark on the region, Coron emerged with only minor scars, and the resilience of the local community was nothing short of inspiring. With the skies finally clearing, we aren't just ready to explore, we are incredibly grateful to be here. We headed to Maquinit Hot Springs. It's one of the few saltwater hot springs in the world. And honestly, after 2 days of storm, that water felt like a reset button. Getting there was an adventure in itself. We bounced along a road filled with deep mud puddles and debris. But no matter how bumpy the ride, it was worth it. There is something surreal about soaking in volcanic water while the tropical rain falls around you.
Okay, Maquinit Saltwater Hot Spring.
The name Maquinit comes from the indigenous Tagbanua word for hot, a simple tribute to the people who first discovered this geothermal miracle. In 1884, the water was recorded at 105.8 degrees Fahrenheit, a reading that is identical today. After 141 years, the volcano is still pumping out the same therapeutic heat.
There's different temperatures. This is the cooler one. Then you jump into this big one, a little bit hotter. Then that one over there is supposed to be hotter. It's just perfect.
After soaking in the hot springs, saltwater hot springs, we're having dinner, and guess what it is? A lovely lobster in garlic sauce. Coron's waters are home to the ornate tiger lobster, known for its sweet, tender meat and spectacular shell.
In my opinion, this is the best part of the lobster.
All gone. When the rain paused, we scrambled to see the rest of the island. The smell of toasted nuts is the true scent of Busuanga.
Hello! Kamusta? Ano pangalan niyo?
Jenny din po.
Jenny, no? Sarap ng cashew niyo, ha?
Welcome sa Melb's Cashew Factory po. Live po yan na may ginagawa sa baba.
Ito, this way, Cashew Factory.
What makes Melb special is the people. The industry here is almost entirely powered by local women, including the owner, Mrs. Melba. Seeing the precision they use to crack each nut by hand using the traditional kalupikati tool is a masterpiece in patience. It's a manual process that supports hundreds of families across the island. The story of a Coron cashew begins in the ancestral domains of the Calamian people. While the men are known for their seafaring skills, the Tagbanua women are the traditional keepers of the land. For centuries, they have lived in harmony with the forests, and today they are the vital link in the cashew chain, ensuring that the cashews are grown with a respect for their island.
Malunggay, which is padisal, 5 piso lang, mainit pa. Malunggay, which is padisal, 5 piso lang.
Hey, pandesal with malunggay.
Padisal, 5 piso lang, mainit pa.
In every corner of Coron, the day starts with the ritual of pandesal.
Malunggay? Oh my God.
This light, airy roll is the silent anchor of the local diet. We also took a trip to Conception Falls. Tucked away in the jungle, the falls were roaring thanks to the typhoon rains. It wasn't the sparkling blue we expected, but the raw power of the water was a beautiful sight in its own right. Then we tackled the 721 steps to the giant cross at Mount Tapias. From the top we could see the bay we were so desperate to explore, still churning from the storm. Just as Typhoon Tino left, a second storm was already threatening to lock us down again. We decided we couldn't wait any longer. We met the incredible crew from PaoLyn Houseboats right at the Coron dock. They whisked us away from the mainland. As we arrived at the houseboats on Coron Island, the chaos of the city and the fear of the weather vanished. We were finally off the grid, surrounded by limestone karsts and crystal water. We survived 2 typhoons to get here, but looking at this view, I'd do it all again. The best rewards aren't found on a map, they're earned through the adventure.
That is our houseboat.
To understand PaoLyn Houseboats, you first have to understand who owns these waters. This lagoon belongs to the Tagbanua, an indigenous tribe who won a historic legal battle to claim their ancestral waters. Through a partnership with the tribal elders, these houseboats are the only structures allowed to rest here. We spent our days kayaking through silent lagoons and snorkeling in reefs. No crowds, no overland travel, just the sound of the water against the hull. To truly experience Coron, you have to leave the mainland behind. The magic of staying here isn't just the view, it's the access. Because you're already in the lagoon, you can kayak to the famous Twin Lagoons in 10 minutes before the first tour boats even leave the harbor. You get to witness amazing beauties of nature in total, breathtaking silence long before the crowds arrive.
Ano bang tribe yan?
Tagbanua Tribe po.
This is tribal land, di ba? Tribal land went to Barracuda Lake, but first we gotta climb up the stairs. Just up and down 40 steps. Hey, there's Barracuda Lake. Beautiful lake.
Barracuda Lake is a sacred site of the Tagbanua people. It is encased in a fortress of jagged limestone, and it is famous for its reverse temperature layers. The deeper you dive, the warmer the water that embraces you. As we moved from the sacred depths of Barracuda Lake to the rusted steel of a World War II shipwreck, the invisible lines of ownership shifted.
The Tagbanua ancestral domain covers the entirety of Coron Island and its immediate surrounding waters.
7 islands. Count them. Siete picados.
Legend tells of 7 sisters who defied their parents to swim in these waters, only to be transformed into the 7 rocky islets we see today. This protected marine park acts as a natural aquarium of neon corals and swirling schools of tropical fish that have been protected by the local community for decades. Living on a houseboat means total immersion. The entire operation is 100% off the grid, powered by solar energy and utilizing a sophisticated waste disposal system. It ensures not a single drop of pollution enters these pristine waters. The houses were built in partnership with the Tagbanua Tribe, and a monthly lease is paid to the tribe directly, supporting the indigenous community that owns the island and controls these waters. Over 300 workers are employed at the houseboats, most of whom come from the Tagbanua Tribe. The high concentration of Tagbanua staff allows the indigenous community to remain on their ancestral lands while participating in the local tourism economy.
They're taking us to the restaurant. Magandang umaga. Hey, there's breakfast. Oh my God. And there's my coconut. We go from houseboat to houseboat. The best job in the Philippines. Riding around on a boat, delivering food.
We are getting ready to leave PaoLyn Houseboats. We loved it here. This is the little boat that will take us across to Coron so we can catch our flight. Island of Coron to the City of Coron. Different island. If you believe the best views are found off the beaten path, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join our journey.